Cool. Oh, well. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're fixing a Friedman IRX, and it may not be what you think today, because let's see. I'm hoping that things are going well. I'm having a little issue with my my camera here. I'm going to give it a minute and make sure everything's going well. Looks like it is. Well, these things cannot start, perfectly. That would be against all rules of internet interaction. Okay, so it looks like it is. So welcome to the my bench today. I have on my bench this IRX, Friedman IRX. Here it is, and is a remarkable foot pedal. And for someone like my vocalist slash guitar player in my band, is a very, very simple way to get audio, guitar tone to the audience without having to pack in a big old Marshall amp and be that guy, always that guy that's way too loud for the audience. We have gone to doing everything direct through our board, and if you haven't done that yet, save yourself the agony. Go buy something of this nature and save yourself from being that guy that pisses off your audience most of the time because you're way too loud. How many of us have been to shows? Now, that's my opinion, but also it's a very strongly founded one, because most of the big players in big bands who wrote successful songs and have successful tours don't use amplifiers anymore. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And you can do your own research. Look at what Megadeth uses. Look at what the guitarist for what's her name? That really super famous lady. Oh yeah, Taylor Swift. Look at what their guitar players are using. Probably something like a Quad Cortex or a Fender Tone Master or a Friedman IRX, something of this nature. And what does it take? This cable right here runs out to a XLR connection.
Yes.
That we plug a microphone cable in and plug that microphone cable into our mixing console. We also have a mixing console that has 5 separate monitor mixes. So we all have the opportunity in this lineup to be able to run in-ear monitors and or stage wedge and or both. Scott prefers to just use his in-ear monitors. He's gotten very used to using them. So this is his signal to the mixing console. No packing a 50-pound head, no packing a 100-pound amplifier, no packing a bunch of heavy crap to shows. This is it. This is his guitar rig. So he can go to a gig with this and a guitar case, ultimately, and that's the amount of stuff he needs in order to get good sound to a board. So if you're playing at a venue that provides a PA system, the audio engineer will actually be able to mix your band instead of mixing over the top of your guitar amp that's way too loud. And I've made this statement many times, but it's been a while. Guitar players notoriously point their amps at their ankles, down there where you have no ears, and they're just turn it up to the point that they can hear it, which blows the face off of the first 5 rows of people, if you have that many people at your show. Usually you're playing in front of 10 or 15 people as a cover band at a bar or something like that. So this will save you the agony of being that guy that the audience can't stand and leaves because your amp is way too loud. And I don't care what kind of music you play. That's a fact. And believe me, if you knew how many shows I've run sound for and had to deal with that guy, it's astonishing. So there's my point. This thing sounds fantastic. It's got a beautiful clean channel and a beautiful distorted channel. Both of them have the same controls. They're listed right here down the middle. Friedman would have been wise to put lights above these buttons, but they put lights up here to show that you're on channel 1 or channel 2, and to, I believe, show that your boost is on. Maybe, I'm not sure. We'll find that out when I'm done. But what we're doing is we're fixing a problem with this pedal. Step on this button and see if you can't turn this knob, or can't not turn this knob. These knobs turn very easily, and this has been the bane of most guitar players. Dane, something like that. They don't like it. Step on a pedal, turn a knob, and your whole amp tone changes, especially if you have one of these, or you turn the knob on your delay pedal and now your delay time is messed up. This is something that manufacturers of these types of products really should do at the factory, but we're going to go ahead and do it here because it's really pretty simple to do, but a little bit time consuming. So here's what we have to do, and I'm just going to go through this process as quickly as I can. And this one happens to require a Phillips, or a little dinky screwdriver here, to loosen the they're almost chicken head knobs, but there's a set screw that holds it in place, and we loosen that screw and we pull that knob off of there, and I'm going to make sure that the knob is turned all the way down to 0 after doing that. Now I've pre-cut a bunch of these little round pieces of foam. Now I know you've seen this by multiple, many guitar players that do this. And we're talking the big boys. Paul Gilbert, I think Eddie Van Halen also did this to some of his pedals. Now there are multiple ways to do this, and multiple types of materials you can use to do this. But I'm happened to be using foam because I throw nothing away, and it works fantastically for this type of repair. So if you're a pedal builder, which, you know, I know there are a lot of people in communities around the world that build their own pedals and things like that, do this for your clients so they don't have to do it or pay someone like me to do it, because Scott, our vocalist, does not expect me to do this for nothing. I am working at work today, and he will be paying my shop to take care of this. He may not know that yet, but he's not going to care, because he doesn't ask anybody to do anything for free. Now, why am I taking a Sharpie and marking this up with black ink? Well, it's more so to make this blue felt, or I'm sorry, foam, vanish as best I can. So this is just an extra little step that I do when I'm doing this sort of stuff, and I've done it on multiple pedals of my own, and it does a good job of hiding these little pieces of foam. Now I keep a pair of scissors handy because I know that that piece right there is going to stick out the side a little bit, and I also keep a my favorite tool, the razor blade, handy to trim off any excess foam sticking out the side, and I can see that this is going to have one. Now we want to align these knobs correctly. How many guys have taken an amp to be repaired and you get it back and this knob is pointed that way and it's at 0? That is something that we do not allow here at my shop. If you take a knob off of a guitar, it's put back on exactly correctly, and in alignment with the rest of the knobs, so that when the client gets their amp back, everything is aligned properly. So I've already done this one, and I've done these 5, and you can see that these absolutely do not turn easily, although these knobs are likely not going to get hit unless it's stepped on from the front by somebody who's had a bit too much to drink at a gig. But as you can see now, this one is not so easy to turn, but this one turns like a piece of, I mean, it's just so easy. So you can see, you know, if you stepped on channel 2 and hit this knob, I mean, it's so easy to turn. Now here's another thing. and I know that not many of you probably work on customers' instruments or pedals, things like that. Take a photograph. So when my client gets his pedal back, that is where his settings will be. They'll be set up exactly where he left them at the last show he played. And it doesn't matter really much if you're working on a pedal or an amplifier or anything like that. This right here, they will love you for this. So just a little trick of my trade that I use. And I want to say thanks to my sponsors, Diet Pepsi, Bill Keenum, Ernie Ball, Fender. Thank you all for your support of my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. It helps a lot. It helps me making this content, and I'm much appreciated. Okay. Hey guys, hello. You made it. No, that's all right. That's all right.
We ended up going clear to Pendleton.
I totally understand. Hang on just a moment. Let me put this back on here.
Time's up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. This is the one she was calling
The fire
yesterday.
Yeah. Okay.
This is my daughter's violin. This is the one that has to get fixed right away.
We will get that one. We'll get going on that one today. You starting school soon, I'm assuming.
They already have. Yes, she should out today. She wasn't feeling very well. We had to go pick her up.
Yeah. All right. Understood.
This one is Birdie.
Birdie. Oh.
And this is the one that has the crack coming up her body here from the bottom.
Okay. All right. Let me.
The Grand Syrian music.
Let me just finish up here, and give me a moment. So that's how you fix these things. So remember my advice, and thanks for being here today. Peace.
YouTube video?
Yeah.